soon as he became an interruption to God's program, he became God's enemy immediately. God's enemy is not an unbeliever. God's enemy is not somebody practicing witchcraft or wizardry. The moment your life becomes a consistent interruption to God's program. So next time you say, let God arise, verify first. Are we learning? But I hope you're receiving something. Humble and broken. Now, our world interprets humility as weakness because they say you are losing the opportunity to shine. How do you watch opportunities just pass you like this and you don't rub it in? I mean, God has done something so great. I'm not saying don't celebrate success, but you have to be careful. The same people who will tell you become king over us will say crucify him tomorrow. They will look you to the face and act as if they didn't say it before. You need to understand how frail men are. They will say become king over us today, and they will say crucify him tomorrow. There is only one friend that sticks closer than a brother. Are we together now? Yes. Humility. There's something that humility does. It adds honor to your achievements. Show me someone who is doing so well and then maintains a disposition of humility. That is someone who will look like Beulah and Hephzibah. But show me someone who is doing so well, then he rubbishes that beauty with pride. Pride is a destroyer. It's a depleter. It reduces the value of anything. Anything. I'm praying for someone. Obtain the grace to be humble. This temptation to always want to shout things and drum it and prove a point is unnecessary. The Bible teaches us a lesson from the life of Joseph. Joseph was someone who was disbelieved by his brothers. They invested in an attempt to make him a failure. It didn't work. He went to Potiphar's house just when you thought things were getting better. Are we together now? Potiphar came with his own, the wife came with her own, landed him into prison. Can you imagine that? And now in prison, he began to help some people. You can imagine the pain and the offense. And then the guy whose dream he interpreted, he begged the guy. He said, when you get to the king, please tell the man I'm innocent. When that guy got there, he forgot. And the forgetfulness of a man added 2 more years to the stay of Joseph. We don't know how long he stayed, but we know that whatever the time was, he was plus 2 years. Are we together? Now Joseph in one day is lifted and he becomes prime minister. Be honest. If you were Joseph, mention 2 people that you will summon as your first assignment. Leave the issue of grains and 7 years of this. And who? You see why you need to repent? Are we together now? That's the difference between you and Joseph. Not Joseph. Joseph gets to the palace and was not even distracted by the gifts and all that. He went straight to work. And then the Bible tells us that when his brothers came and he saw them bow like he saw in the dream, you thought that it would be an opportunity for him to mete out judgment. This is Joseph. Pharaoh said, I am Pharaoh. He said, only in the matter of administration will you be greater than me. As far as operation is concerned, Egypt is yours. He would have starved his brothers to death, but not Joseph. He said, you meant it for evil, but God turned it for good. Does that look like someone's testimony? But let me tell you this, and it is powerful counsel. Pride is a destroyer. Pride is a destroyer. I fight pride. I fight it with every sense of viciousness. And you will not know how hard it is to stay humble if you have not done anything. There's no temptation. I mean, there's absolutely nothing there. It's like someone who doesn't have money saying I'm humble. You're not exactly right. I don't mean to insult you. I hope you are not, but you are not humble. With respect to what? Humility is with respect to what is tempting you. that as a family, you will be people that have a signature of great achievement garnished with humility. That you can come to church and be such an unassuming person. People will almost misunderstand you until your works begin to speak for you at the gates. That someone will say, do you realize that this man, though an usher, let me tell you a bit about his credentials. And they begin to read something so inspiring. And in the midst of it, you still kneel down, you can still roll, you can still lift up your hands regardless the pedigree. Let me tell you the truth. Run away from people who make crime before God look like an embarrassment because you are lifted.